We are here. We are pretending like we have a job. Because it feels close enough. Look at me, Mom, I'm employed. But you know what? Fuck it. We have this ball. I like how you waited. I appreciate that you waited until I started to make me a ball. Hold on. Let me make sure that it's not cropped weird. Okay, cool. Looks good. Success. I am now bald. I am now actually bald. But yeah, for those of y'all who are not in my Discord server, because it was kind of the only place I made the announcement, I got fired by email on... When did I get fired? God, I'm so tired, man. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. There's too many things. You keep digging. Hi, Reaper. I'm having a fucking aneurysm. But yeah, so to those of you who aren't in my Discord server, for whatever reason, you should be in my Discord server, obviously. Yeah, I got fired by email, like, Friday. Yeah, Friday. I got an email that was just like, we're letting you go, and I'm like, okay, fuck. I don't know why. I asked why. I sent them an email being like, hey, so, what the fuck? I thought I was doing pretty good. And people around me are like, you know, you probably just got, like, let go because you were the last one hired in, which I think I was the last one hired. But, and, like, they had to downsize because they couldn't afford to have as many part-timers as they did. Which, fair, but, like, could you have not done this a different way? Because not only did they fire me by fucking email, which I have been informed is a, quote, pussy move, which is what my mom said it is. And my mom hires people, so I feel like she would know that that's a pussy move. Company bottom line matters more than the employees. It do be like that. But, like, could you not have told me the day, like, my last day, being like, hey, we can't afford you. We're going to let you go. Because now I have to go back and get my fucking shoes. Because I had to buy shoes for this, mind you. I had to buy indoor shoes. Like, I had to go out and buy them, and now I have to go back and get them, and I'm like, you couldn't have told me, like, the day of, so I could have, like, taken my fucking shoes with me, or some shit, bro? Why? Also, I don't really know why the mouse tracking is kind of goofy on this model. I think it's partially because... hold on. It's because this model doesn't really jive with VBridger too hard. But if I run it like this, the mouth kind of looks a little bit more... And the blinking is a bit better. But it's still, like, stiff. I didn't even know that. Oh, no, don't worry. I'm mostly just being a twit. Shut up. Shut up, washer. Shush. The washer is blaring and it bothers me. Okay, I'm not gonna use this camera. This camera pisses me off. Robert. It's pissing me off. Robert. I mean, you're bald. Fine being fuck ass. True. True. I am a ball. My mouth doesn't open when I speak. Fuck it, right? I have to figure out how the fuck to get up there. But first, I will clean this. So for stream, we're going to LARP as if I'm employed. Hi, Poyo. Yes. Because sometimes what you gotta do is have an aneurysm, cry a little bit about it, and then LARP like you're employed. And then I'm basically taking the weekend, because it's May long weekend, and nobody's gonna be doing shit. So I'm gonna start... I've already applied for a bunch of jobs, but I'm gonna start, like, really full send applying for jobs. Tuesday. Once it's not a stat. Hey, thank you for the points towards put me in a maid outfit while I wash. I'm like, this would be funny. And some of y'all have too many points and it scares me. So I try periodically to do little initiatives. to take your points away because you scare me. Mostly people like Waki, because Waki has like a bajillion points and it actually fucking stresses me out sometimes. Why do you have that many points, bro? What are you doing? What are you gonna do with all that? What the fuck? Stress me the hell out. I think he does it just to stress me out. I've been informed by both him and Pickle that they are both going out of their way to give me the little brother experience. Which explains a lot, actually. Speaking of LARP, as a One Piece fan, something unfortunate happened. Logan Paul LARPed on One Piece and is mad. Everyone's calling him out. I know, okay, I did not know that he, like, I assume he cosplayed or something. Why would everybody be calling him out for One Piece? Like, are they just mad that he's in and around with One Piece? Because, like, I get it, because everybody fucking hates him. But, like, are they just mad that he's involved with something they like when they don't like him? Because that I could see, and the internet is also a big fan of doing that. Save for a rainy day. It was raining this morning. I could hear it raining on our roof. It was actually kind of peaceful and nice. I need to get this clean or else I will explode. The orb stand. I'm going to stand on the orb. He bought an expensive as shit collector's item edition of the first volume. Okay. So people are just kind of like, one, fuck this guy in particular. Two, it feels like it's being a fake fan is probably where most people are coming from with that. Which I get, especially like for anime and stuff like that. People get really, really, really protective over their stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, I get it. And Logan Paul is not exactly in my top list of people. It's just amusing to watch from the outside. Because it's like, man, what are you doing? Bro got tired of getting his ass kicked in fucking wrestling or whatever it was. In professional fighting. Got tired of getting his ass whooped. Decided to move into anime. It's one thing if you're actually interested in trying it, but Logan isn't. Yeah. I think that sometimes gatekeeping is okay. Just a little bit. And I also think that people aren't wrong to be like, what do you mean this thing is popular that I got bullied for when I was young? Like, I don't think that they're necessarily wrong for having those feelings. Now, I'm not talking about Logan Paul when I say this, but, like, the only problem that I have with gatekeeping is when people are actually, like, being dicks to random people for no reason. It's like, oh, well, I got bullied for this, and now it's popular. And, like, you're conventionally attractive and you like this thing, which means that you can't like this thing because I used to get bullied for it. That's shithead behavior, but, like, when it's Logan Paul, that's different. I don't really feel like I need to explain why that's different. It's different. Can you place? No? Cool. Feel like I'd be bewildered when Megan Thee Stallion said she enjoyed anime. Yeah, but that also, like, sounds like something that kind of checks, to be honest. Oh my god. Ah! Robert! It's pissing me the fuck off! There we go. Jesus. I'm pretty sure that I'm defiling the temple a little bit by, like, standing on the fucking roof, but whatever. I'm here to clean, I'm not here to be polite. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna stand in your shade there for a minute. Also, Logan Paul's the embodiment of the main evils in One Piece. Yeah, Logan Paul sucks. Both of them kind of suck. Logan Paul was the one, I think, who did the crypto game rug pull thing, and I think it was Jake Paul was the one who decided that filming in the Suicide Forest was a good idea. And both are generally seen as a bit disrespectful in general. Like, I don't know them. I don't know who they are. Like, I highly doubt that there's anything that could realistically justify a lot of their behavior, but maybe. Logan Paul did both. Oh, okay. What did Jake Paul do? Because I remember everybody fucking hated him for something. I don't remember what. Zoop. There's a handful of things that, like, I'm relatively chill about most things, and I tend to think that people kind of overreact about a lot of shit, especially on the internet. But there's a handful of things that even I'm like, bro, that's fucking weird. So trying to figure out who the biggest clown in that group. Godspeed with that, man. There's a lot of them. A lot of them are clowns. Like, I think that most people are kind of overreacting to a lot of, like, crazy shit like that. Like, sometimes it's not that deep. Sometimes it is that deep, though. Sometimes it is that deep. One of the things that's always a big deal for me is, like, respect for the dead. One of my personal things is, like, if somebody's dead, can we let them stay dead? So maybe Mrs. Rachel cancels, like, get my viewers up. God. I have never heard anything bad about Mrs. Rachel, aside from parents who are like, her videos are too overstimulating for my child, and I'm like, I don't know how parenting works. So, I don't know fuck all about that. I don't have a kid, I would like to keep it that way. I take pills to not have a baby. Currently kind of the thing of pissing off Mike Tyson, who beat him into losing. Paying off Mike Tyson, who could have beat. Oh, he paid him off. Oh. Doesn't that kind of also mean that Mike Tyson sucks a little bit for accepting it? But at the same time, the whole wrestling scheme is like a little bit fake, right? But yeah. I think that if somebody's like dead, respect for the dead I think is important, and I think letting somebody just fucking stay dead is also kind of important. Like, my personal favorite, now maybe I'm completely wrong about this, and I think that his family has the biggest right to speak on this, but, Michael Jackson is a great one. Let the man stay fucking dead. Like, it's been a really long time. Can we just let the man stay dead and stop dragging his fucking name through everything? Can we just let this guy be dead? Like, that's usually where you start losing me with, like, oh, celebrity drama and celebrity gossip. Like, just let the man be dead! God. Like, it's shit like that that'll get me. Let the dead stay dead. I have a problem with a lot of true crime stuff because I think that is generally disrespectful to people that want to move on, especially like the families and shit. Let the families fucking move on, my guy. Like, stop dragging that up and bringing it back up for people, just for you to get views or whatever. I think there are some respectful true crime stuff. My personal favorite is Forensic Files, because Forensic Files doesn't sensationalize. Forensic Files just goes, this happened. And that's it! I can respect Forensic Files for that. But it's like the podcast true crime stuff. I'm like, just let these people stay dead and stop bringing it up. Let their families move on. Like, I can't imagine if something happened to somebody close to me and then I saw a goddamn TikTok about it, I think that I would actually just crash the fuck out. And I think that having them crash out should be totally allowed. Especially if it's like their kid. Like, don't do that. Let the dead be dead. You challenged a 60-year-old who trained for it, but you paid him off. Yeah. I think the whole situation is just kind of wild. I think professional wrestling in general is kind of wild. And not in like the, wow, trained fighters kind of way. No. I mean in like the, damn, this shit's rigged as fuck. This shit rigged. There we go. Whatever the fuck Chills does of this mysterious poor creature. I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like you're talking about something that's like true crime related. And it's like, eh. But, yeah. Let the dead be dead. Let the families mourn. Leave the families fuck alone. Some shitty YouTubers in the 2010s who did list articles. God damn it. Ah, fuck. I'm apparently too stupid to use a ladder. I love jumping! There we go. No, fuck. I love when I hit an input and the game goes, huh? Input? What input? There we go. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if the internet is ever going to crash. Like, it should eventually, right? As people gain interest and lose interest in stuff. I wonder if the social media network will crash one day. I doubt it'll happen anytime soon. But I find myself wondering sometimes, like, is it ever going to crash? I'm in the middle of getting ready to film, like doing all the prep work and research and stuff for a video on influencer marketing versus celebrity marketing. And then, like, are influencers going to take the place of celebrities? What's really the difference between the two of them? Stuff like that. And I don't think that influencers are ever going to take the place of celebrities, if I'm being honest, because I think that they fill such different niches. Like, in the environment, I guess, of the online landscape. They do such different things and they are such different existences that I don't really think that they're going to take over anytime soon. Especially because people see influencers and celebrities as such different things. Like, celebrities are more of like an untouchable existence, whereas influencers tend to promote more of a down-to-earth and accessible kind of image in most cases. So I don't think they're gonna do that. But I also think that the idea of like, oh, well, influencers shouldn't be on red carpets, I think that's dumb. I think that a lot of influencers do a lot of like public eye and visible work and therefore should still go to these events. I think, like, regardless of how you feel about events at the Met Gala, I think that it makes sense for them to be there. Oh my god. There. Fucking temple, man. So much shit in this fucking temple. Once I finish this game, I think I will actually be a little bit distraught because this has very quickly become one of my comfort games, and now I just want to play it all the time. I really, really love this game. It is so much fun. It scratches my brain in just the right way. It allows me to take my own little methodical approach to things in a way that I want to approach things. So I finally get to go at shit in a way that makes my brain happy. So that's all done. Pillaster. That's a word, what the fuck? Like, this is such a satisfying game. God. But I think if I had to involve anybody else in this, I think that I would actually lose my mind. At one point, I do want to play multiplayer with somebody, but I think that I would have to play it knowing that it might be rage-inducing, because if somebody else gets involved, I think that I'd be like, I'm going to actually kill you. There's a method. There's a method, there's a correct way to do these steps. If you're not going to do my steps, I'm going to explode. Ding, ding, ding. Though I also want to get the achievements in this, so I may end up playing this for a little bit longer. Do some little achievement hunts. There we go. Power Wash Simulator achievement hunting. Let's clean up this post. And I gotta get all the way over there. There we go. And a little ding. It's just so very satisfying. How am I only 50% done? Is there gonna be more that opens up in this? Because I should be getting close to being done. Ah! Fuck. I got scared by my own raid. I got scared by my own fucking raid. Ah. Thank you for the raid, Sylvic. What were you playing? I saw you briefly when I opened Twitch. What were you playing? You're playing Peek at the fucking link. I need to write down to fix that. Because why is it broken? Okay, why is... I thought I was way closer to being done than like 50%. What the fuck? Is it all of these goddamn posts? Fuck! It's the fanboy raid. Is that the raid message now? The fanboy raid? You ready to go to theme park with milk? The game is muted, by the way. Fuck! Why did none of you tell me? Why did none of you tell me this? Well, duh, the thing was rated. Ah! I'm being assaulted. Oh, my little bunny's running across the screen. I didn't, the thing likes to tell people. Thank you for telling me. Just as planned. Just as planned. You can't see me doing a little, like, evil hand finger tappy thing, but like, it is as planned. My manager like instincts kick in. No, please. I'm always just like, fucking tell me if there's something wrong. If you can't hear me, if you can't hear the game. Tell me, goddammit! I need to know! Thank you for the raid, Shinju. Thank you, thank you. I have a fanboy raid and a Shinju raid. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. You guys are playing P together though, right? So I'm pretty sure... What's wrong with it? Oh, I gotta clean the orb! I thought the orb was clean. I'm at 51%. What do you mean I'm almost done? Huh? Together. Aw. Ah! I'm stuck. Pillister. Again, that's a word. What do you mean that's a real word? Used by real people. Oh, fuck! Hello! Managed to clear roots and we're out to tackle Mesa. Oh, hell yeah. That game is fucking hard. I played it a bunch with my friends, and we only peaked on occasion. I only peak with my friends on occasion. Behold the Crypt of Secrets! I wanted to rename it The Cryptic, but got overruled. Fuck. No, I can't see it! Damn it. Scout Pro right here! But I think I'm playing Power Wash 1, not 2. No, I'm playing Power Wash 2. It is Power Wash Simulator 2. This one is in Power Wash 1. But this is the inside of the temple, but the outside of the temple is, I believe, in Power Wash 1. I have played both. I've beaten Power Wash. I have beaten everything that I could get my hands on. That's free anyway in Power Wash. Ah! I have water this time! You will not get me to just drink a giant fucking thing of liquid last time. Oh, I'll go look, 'cause I swear 2 is different. Yep. No, this one's 2. Whee! Yeah, Power Wash 2 has got some nicer graphics, but admittedly weirder controls. Maid outfit! Yes. I have a customizable model, and I could make a maid outfit if I wanted to, and then we could just play Power Wash Simulator with me in a maid outfit. I'm just saying there's options. I've got plans, I've got options. Thank you for all the little points that are being raised. Holy shit. Point fundraiser for Sylvic favorite type of outfit. Is now a good time to mention that up until recently I owned a maid outfit, like an actual one? Is now a good time to mention. I got rid of it because it was too big and because it was gifted to me by somebody who I am no longer in contact with for very good reason. But I did own an actual maid outfit. I would like to get another one because they're very cute. I think they're cute. I wish that there was like more opportunities to actually wear it, but I mean, I do have a partner. I could probably just do that. But you know, we got options. We got options. The bunny outfit works for Sylvic though, okay? That's why whenever I come in and I have it, I redeem the bunny outfit. It's not just because I'm a bunny. Milk wants me to wear one, but I'm too fat to look cute and that stuff. Absolutely the fuck not, for the record. The cutest people I've seen in maid outfits have been people that are like, have more... How do I say this without making it sound bad? People that got more weight on their bones, people that are more chubby, people that are more fat. The cutest fucking people I've seen in shit like maid outfits are the people that are fatter. I have the dad bod is my issue. Hey, you got a 3-stream streak. My boyfriend has a dad bod, and I consume his soul on the regular, so... I'm just saying! I wouldn't trust a skinny maid. Exactly! I wouldn't trust a skinny maid either. I wouldn't trust that shit. It's like a skinny chef. Same energy, I wouldn't trust that. Absolutely not. I'm skinny. You are not a trustworthy maid, I'm sorry. Y'all just trying to get me in a maid outfit. Yes, and? I'll do it if you do it, I'm just saying. Well, I have to get another job first. Y'all wouldn't. Actually, no, you guys might have heard of it, because at least 2 of you are in my Discord. I got fired! I got fired by email. I don't know what I did. I think that they just overhired, and I think it was because I was last hired, therefore I was first fired. So I think I got fired. So once I have, like, a real person job, then I can buy a maid outfit. Or I could put a maid outfit on my throne. I would do that, I'm just saying. I'd put a maid outfit on my throne. I see no problem with this. Crowdfund a maid outfit. I'd do that. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's ass, but c'est la vie. You'll say anything, I know you're tiny. God. Yes, so I'm taking the May long weekend to just power wash, I guess, and LARP like I'm employed. And then, starting on Tuesday, I'm gonna start, like, properly applying for jobs, and we'll go from there. I keep making jokes about selling feet pics. My boyfriend does not want me to sell feet pics. I believe the words he's used are that he would sooner work 3 jobs than let me sell feet pics. Which is actually really sweet, if you think about it. You don't even have to think about it, to be honest. It's just really sweet. At least to me, anyway. I think it's cute. Hello, old friend, your time-traveling pal. Oh yeah, I remember you. I cleaned your fucking UFO. Good times. Good times. Good times indeed. Will, we need your help again. You need me to clean your fucking UFO? Did you fuck around on Mars again? What are you doing? What you doing over there, bro? It's really neat in here. Ooh! Okay, I'm gonna get to that. Also, sir, you are a very distinguished gentleman, but I must request that you move. Fuck! Okay, hold on. I will lay you to rest in our hallowed temple. Night-night. There we go. I will lay you to rest in the hallowed walls of our temple. Good enough. I meant to just stand him up closer to the door, but unfortunately I can't really wash through him, so... What are you gonna do? This is my favorite washer attachment. It is. I could talk about this washer attachment for a really, really long time, actually, because look at it. 1, it looks cool. 2, look at that! Fucking nothing left behind. That's some good shit. Good shit right there. I love this fucking washer attachment. I have a problem. I do spend, like, as much of my money as possible, like, in-game currency, anyway. This game doesn't have in-app purchases. You buy the game and you have the game. which is rare nowadays for some fucking reason. I hate games that do in-app purchases. I understand that you gotta make money, and I do, but if I gotta pay for the game, I shouldn't have to pay for anything else in the game. I understand free games having in-app purchases, fine. But, like, fuck off. Piss me the fuck off. If I paid for the game should be done. The game should be done, the game should be here, and there should be no goddamn ads or bullshit or pop-ups or whatever the fuck. Just give me a game, make a game, sell the game, and then fuck off! But that's it! Just let me be done! Get out! I understand we gotta make money, and there are some games that I do tolerate in-app purchases in, case in point being Limbus Company. But that's because Limbus Company is a good game. Like, I want to give my money to that game, because they make good games. If you make good games, I don't mind giving you my money if you make a good game. Warframe is also a really good example. I like Warframe. DE makes good games. Take my money. Like, earn my goddamn money. Don't make it so I have to spend money. High kick. Bro's throwing a fish at me, and I'm being assaulted in my own home. Ding. You see, once thought everything was back to normal once we hopped into our universal flux orbiter to go home to 2020-78. Unfortunately, there's some even more cataclysmic event in your very near future. Man, why does everything bad gotta happen in this fucking place? In this place, it's just called, like, Muckingham. After a brief panic, we knew we had to travel back to ancient pacifists. Together, we devised a plan. Have you considered that fucking with the timeline might be why everything's fucked? When you tried to travel forward to enact, ran out of time fuel and dropped out in the year 1289. Oh! Luckily there was one building nearby that we knew was still standing in your time, this temple. From here we could send a message forward to you. Our only hope, providing this phone's battery holds true. You have text? Why not? What did I say again? Oh yeah, why not? Why fuck with? Why are y'all fucking with the timeline? That's probably why everything's fucked. That's, I think, what I was talking about. Look at the speed of my washing. The incessant speed of my wash. This game made me think, this could be a fun job, and then I realized that these things are heavy and they have recoil. We did farm a bunch of resources. Nice. I went to bed at 9:30. And my boyfriend apparently made a shit ton of noise when he came into the bedroom, and I didn't hear a damn thing. That's how, like, out like a fucking light I was. I was gone. I was dead. Oh yeah, so speaking of the fact that I got fired, because I got fired and kind of had a mild breakdown in BZ, but I did mute myself so he didn't have to hear most of it. Waki was ever so kind and bought me Subnautica too. He got me the little Subnautica package, which was very, very kind of him, and it helped me feel much better, admittedly. It was very sweet of him. But now I have Subnautica and Subnautica 2, and I plan to stream at very least Subnautica 1. Hi, Zeno. It's been half an hour, and now we finally have somebody who's the favorite. Zoop. I really should make, like, an incentive for being the favorite most often, but I don't know what I would do for an incentive. Hello? How you doing? Happy belated birthday. Because it was yesterday, I think? I don't know, you posted the thing, and I think it was yesterday the day before that, but I think it was yesterday. It indicates Hapbert. A woo. Why is the woo not working? Why no a woo? Did it go off? Did I just not hear it? You DM us a thumbs up. I just woke up, I need to piff. Why is it broken? Why broken? I can hear it. Okay, I know what happened. For me, it's because it's not showing up as the audio. Do, 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 do. Oh, shit. fuck? Oh, I goofed it. Advanced audio properties. There we go. I'm here crunching on a carne taco grande. That sounds good, man. Why is it not here? Where is my awoo? Okay, well, it clearly works for y'all. In properties. Oh, it's fucked. I fucked my OBS. Is my mic still? There it is, okay. I don't know why everything all of a sudden got fucking stupid. Ewe. Okay. I don't know why it's stupid. I do not know why it's dumb. Probably because I am also dumb. I updated OBS. That's probably all it is. Probably Xeno's too cool for audio. It is Xeno. Xeno, you broke it. Why'd you break it? God damn it. Here we go. It's because it was hiding. Okay, so... Pet kitty. Maroon 5. Logo. Monitor and output. And then... a woo. Monitor and output. What the fuck? I want to hear the awoo too, because how else am I supposed to know? The worst part is that it's probably just that I have to, like, close OBS. Awoo! I don't know which one that was. The quick one. Oh shit! Hold on, I know what it is. File, settings, audio, global audio devices, mic auxiliary, desktop audio is this. Monitoring device should be this. It's probably what happened. Desktop audio 2. I don't need to have that. Disable Windows audio ducking. I don't know what that is. Output audio. Okay. Nope. Cool. It's still broken. There's a really good chance that all it is that I just need to, like, close and reopen OBS. Because half the time that's the issue. I will simply figure it out next time. On Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna test one thing though, just to see if this still works. Okay, so these I can still hear. Hell yeah. We must pet the kibty. Pet the kibty. I was patching my boyfriend's pants this morning because I don't know what the fuck he did to them, by the way, but like he tore the crotch in 2 different places. I don't know what the fuck he's doing to his pants, but I was patching them this morning, and Moose decided that he had to be involved. He absolutely had to be involved because naturally, I do not know why it is that any task that requires 0 cats suddenly has 6 cats involved. Moose shoved his head into my boyfriend's, like, pant leg, kept attacking my sewing, and I'm like, dude, there's a sharp, pointy thing in there. You've got to stop trying to touch this, or else it's going to be bad. But I got one patched before stream. I'm gonna patch up the second pair after I'm done streaming. But I was like, I don't know how to patch denim. I've never done it before. And my friend's like, well, your mom says that you can probably do it. Like, your mom says she believes in you. And I'm like, well, fuck, now I have to do it. Shit. Now I gotta do it. God damn it. Because if my mom says that I can do it, that means that I can do it. Shit. They asked my fuzzy Jack skeleton pants keeps ripping. Bruh. Your best bet a lot of the time is to patch stuff like that, especially when it's gonna be something like that where you, like, sit down. I am kind of worried that the patch isn't gonna hold when he, like, sits down or squats or whatever, but I did the best I can. I did my best. And I patched it over. Somebody's gonna get an extra piece of denim to fix the hole. I took, like, a thicker piece of fabric, because I have, like, a fabric scrap that will work. So I'm hoping that's enough, but I don't have, like, extra denim just lying around. I'd have to go probably to the thrift store, buy a cheap pair of pants. Go do that. I was gonna drop it like it's hot, test it. Yeah, after I'm done streaming, I'll be like, babe, can you, like, shake ass in these fucking pants and tell me if they're gonna rip again? Because I really don't want them to rip again. Because I sewed them up, and then they ripped again, like, almost instantly. Because denim. So, So I will get him to shake ass for me. For pants. Only one problem. Someone's stolen the gems! Okay, that's a problem. Is Harper, like, our partner or some shit? Sick older pants, hope he doesn't throw it back too hard. I don't have any older pants, though. I wear all my pants. I think I own one pair of, like, jeans in crime. Yes, for chance. I had to get my new denim sewing needle. I just use a regular needle, and I press into the back end of it, like the not sharp part, with my fingernail, like the flat part of my fingernail, so that way I don't destroy my fucking hand. I know I should probably buy a thimble. I don't wanna. I know that I should, but I don't want to buy a thimble. That sounds like work. Okay, what's wrong with it now? I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. I did the same thing, but with the back of a spoon. Oh! Yeah, that would make sense. I saw a bunch of thimbles when I went to the antique mall with my mom and my grandma the other day. And I was like, oh, neat. And I didn't buy any of them because I didn't think to buy any of them. They probably would have been cheap, but it was in a different city area, and I don't want to go back just for a fucking thimble, so I will not be doing that. If it warms up, I might go out to the thrift store and see if I can acquire some cheap denim to use as scrap. And we'll go from there. Cool. Meow. Meow. But yes, we got to go to the vintage, the antique mall. After we went to high tea, I booked a reservation for Mother's Day, basically, which was last week, but we all do stuff, like, on Mother's Day, so I was like, we're gonna go to tea! Because I really want to go to high tea, goddammit. So I took everybody out, and we got some adorable little snacks, and we had, like, a tea tower, and we all looked very pretty, and got to have really good tea. I bought some of the tea that I drank, because it was so good. It was this, like, cream of Earl Grey kind of stuff, and my god, it was tasty. Like, every time I've had tea, I've been like, oh, this is good. I wish that it was just slightly different, though. This tea was perfect. It was so very tasty. There was no part of it that I was like, oh man, I wish that it was like this. It was just fucking good. So, I bought some of that. I had some of it this morning. They have it in decaf. Because I can't have, like, crazy high amounts of caffeine. My body will give up on me. I had an ice cap recently for the first time in like 4 years. I was like, oh my god, an ice cap, fucking finally! And I had it at like 11 a.m. And I had a small, and I didn't sleep that night. Like, my caffeine tolerance was already pretty low. Like, I've always had a bit of a sensitivity to it. And now it's just kind of like, fuck you! Enjoy never sleeping again. It's like, cool, thanks, bro. Cool, thanks, man. Thanks, man. I need to sleep. Sleep's for the weak. And I am weak as fuck. I went to bed early last night because I was just so goddamn tired. So I've been exhausted for, like, days. I have cleaned the cellular. Oh, it is actually just a fucking cell phone. Nice. That's my old phone, alright? Stole somebody's cell phone. Mom got a heavy-handed margarita at Mexican restaurants for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day! Enjoy being fucking toasted. I was always a very heavy pourer. In plinth floor. Ah. Ta-da! I was always a very heavy pourer whenever I worked at a bar. Because we didn't have anything, we just had shot glasses. So I very often overpoured. What is it with older white women and margaritas? It makes them feel fancy. Head forth to fulfill the rest of your prophecy. I'm gonna go clean a car. Still no sign of Karen, despite the absence of the merman hum, but I at least now received a single text message. What's taking you so long? Wink emoji. I think she's trying to get you laid, bro. I think you're missing the whole point. Whee! Anyway. I'm gonna clean this guy's fucking Honda. Does it have a thing on it? Car badge. What would this be? It looks like... So anyways, I started blasting. So anyways... The gentle white noise ambiance. Now I can focus. It's the whoosh. I love the sound of the whoosh. The whoosh sound is where it's fucking at. It's not a- it's a Michelle, but it's a Karen who wants to come over, and I'm like, this doesn't strike me as a lesbian vehicle. But maybe it is. It's got a B in the back, so maybe it's a Subaru. It could be a Subaru. Subarus normally got like a little more going on. But I suppose it could be a lesbian vehicle. Is your car gay? Why are you gay? So anyways, I started to blast him. Hi, Flick. This is why I need a lesbian, like, on staff to be like, is this a lesbian vehicle? I don't know if I know any, like, I was just gonna say straight lesbians in the sense that it's, like, people that are just a lesbian. Like, people that are only into women. But straight lesbian in the sentence. I spent some coordinates hidden in a very unfinished, very hard Sudoku puzzle. Normally carry my polish when I was off in seconds. Oh yeah, this is very gay. Is this a gay vehicle? Pumpkin! I need a lesbian on staff to just tell me when shit's gay. One day when I succeed and have staff, I will have a lesbian on staff who can just tell me when something is gay. What's the vehicle manufacturer? B. Any straight up lesbians in chat? We got any lesbians in- Hey, you got any straight lesbians in chat? Okay, so I think that's everything on the car. And I think, like, she's got, like, a bunch of stickers and shit. She's got, like, a little RV. Like, this is a little bit homosexual. The body type is giving gay. It is. It is. For me, it's the stickers more than anything. Like, the stickers on the little travel thing. Like, this is gay. This is very gay. Wash, wash, wash. This reminds me of the, when I went to Vegas when I was like 12 with my dad, we stayed in one of these silver looking things because they had crazy fucking AC in them because it was Las Vegas, Nevada in the summer and it was like 40, 50 degrees Celsius. And when we go to church only for the barbecue, we have to wait for the whole service for it. Yeah, I've done that. And it's super duper awkward because it's like, yeah, I'm just here for the food, piss off. Mini RVs, I think. Yeah, something like that. We were able to just, like, rent one, because they have it all set up. And we joked a lot about them keeping the Canadians in fridges. Because they just had cranked AC, because it was so goddamn hot.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
I have been reminded. Thank you for the reminder. I want snacks. I made banana bread. I should go eat the banana bread. I will go and eat the banana bread afterwards. Well, what's she done that for? And also, the cluelessness about whether or not they're into you is very lesbian, by the way. She moved my theodite to the balcony near a very specific point. Your point fault. Yeah, this is a lesbian. Gives me and my wife to go cross-country camping with our pet cat that we walk on a leash. Yeah. Yep, possibly help me with Pinch Plus later. I'm struggling. I could definitely help you with that. It's confusing, like, the first time, because the layering and stuff is definitely kind of difficult, but yes, I can help you out with that. Is it the layering and shit that's giving you grief? Because you do kind of have to, like, overlayer and underlayer stuff. Because stuff moves, so you have to make sure that there's, like, stuff underneath, so that way there isn't just a whole lot of nothing. You got this, Flick. Yep. So the software is confusing the first time. There's a reason that I just, like, lived in and around YouTube tutorials for the longest time. Because everything is confusing. I still just hang out with YouTube tutorials all the time. Someone's like, what the fuck? Like, it's making me almost want to make a YouTube tutorial because I've had enough people be like, how do I do this? A new job is available. Hey, Suddy. Do I have a fucking name? Whoa. That looks fucking gross. I'm so down for that. It looks fucking disgusting. Let's go. There we go. I want to make sure I don't miss a spot before I move on to, like, the next significant area. I turned my wireless earbuds so I'm watching this at the lowest possible volume. If I just yell really loud, if I just scream at the top of my fucking lungs, that's fucking disgusting. I will take the job. Book your roof together is left open on a map of the Russia's area. She's drawn a huge X on it. Yeah. Oh, is this part of the frame? Yep. That was similar, but just you licking off the dirt. That's somebody's kink. Like, that is gonna be somebody's thing. Just me licking the goddamn walls like a freak of fucking nature. Yeah, Power Wash Simulator, but I'm just licking the walls. Yeah. I love doing the little spraying spots because they always don't quite spray right. Okay, now what? Awning frame. Gives I get to a bird bandit. What? Hold on, I missed something. It was funny, Bunny, the only time I died in sub 2 is when I went AFK in Lucky's World. Whoopsies. It's fine. Probably shouldn't go AFK in the ocean though, bro. There we go. Yeah, I do not know what the fucking issue is. Oh, it's probably up there is probably also the frame. With little male bangles. Yeah! You give them like cute little bracelets. Okay. I did the thing, so I guess. Yes, Flick does bird banding and stuff. Flick does bird stuff, because it's finally bird season, so now Flick can do more bird stuff. Which is very cool. We love the bird stuff. Oh, this is also the frame! Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, that stuff is also frame. I'm gonna make it my forever job in the future. Just hanging out with birds. No, I get that. The only concern that I'd have about it is that, at least here anyway, since it seems to only be seasonal work, you'd probably have a hard time supporting yourself in the future. Like, you might have a hard time supporting yourself in the slower seasons or in the colder months. Mandatory forced bird fashion management. I remember reading once about how, like, they were banning birds for something, and then the birds that got the bans were being able to mate more often because the bands were, like, a pretty color or whatever. The females preferred. And so they were, like, accidentally fucking with the ecosystem because they accidentally just gave the birds Riz. Just gave the birds Riz by accident. Fuck! Ah. It's just right along the bottom. There we go. Great job, bag birdie. Ban a lot of owls. Car wheel arch. Ah. Yay! I'm heading out now to see what Karen's up to. Wish me luck. That is your wife. I bet Becky would like this. At the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn, and the theater. I want to do the theater. It looks gross, and I want to do the theater. Gross indeed. What the fuck happened? Opening week of Driving Me Barking is come and gone, and well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan. What a mess. I hope you do a good job when we get our deposit back. Did you rent this? You're going to look me in my fucking eyes right now and tell me that you rented this? Wash, 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 wash. Here we woof again on my own. I mean, I watched the cat monster truck in Power Wash 1. I guess dog car is not that out there if you think about it. Where the hell had a shit explosion? It's a theater. I suppose it's not terribly uncommon. Who shat literally everywhere? Like, what the fuck happened? Who exploded? And are they okay? Was the movie that good or that bad? That's what I want to know. So again, they really wanted to see a movie. Damn, like you gotta stop inviting all the goddamn birds to the movie theater. Now you gotta put diapers on them. Okay, I'm gonna move that bitch over there, and then I'm gonna start cleaning this shit. Seebs. The hell they feeding them? They feeding them so many fucking seeds that they just explode. Scissor lift. Yes, we have a scissor lift. That's the one thing I really do like about Power Wash 2 is that they give you a bunch of other stuff instead of just ladders. There's a scissor lift, there's like these little attachment things for like really high wall areas. Like those things that they hook up the window washer guys to. That stuff. I think window washing would be kind of fun. I think it'd be hard, and I think that I get a sunburn, but maybe kind of fun. Like scaffolding. Yeah, kind of. But it's like a seat that you kind of hang off of, and you hang off the wall. Limbs. Now I have Here I Go a Gun on My Own stuck in my head, and I'm not sure whose fault it is, but it's probably Cake's fault, so I'm going to blame Cake for it. Cake, it is your fault. Alright, gang. Do the last bit of things for the maid outfit goal. How far have we gotten? 99% raised, Jesus Christ. We only need like a little bit more, I suppose. I fear a gust of wind make me shit in pant. Yeah, I feel like if it got a little bit windy, I think I'd shit myself too. I'd be like, I'm just gonna die. Yeah, if I was like a window washer and I was all the way up on a skyscraper and if the wind just blew and like shook me all over the place, I'd just fucking kill myself. I'm like, well, guess I'm gonna die. Like, I don't think that I'd really get a choice in the matter. Suppose I am simply going to die now. I'm broke till Wednesday. It's for channel points, though. And there's no money, it's just channel points. I don't have the maid outfit made up, though. So I can't do it today. It will have to be, like, another little while. I just take fruit snacks. Yes, I have accept payment in fruit snacks, and that is the only payment that I accept right now. I do not take Amex. There you go. It just went 119% raised. Is it gonna do it? 119% raised, and it just goes, yup. Look, you raised 119%. Hell yeah. It's not going off on my end, but we can have, yes, you guys can have the maid outfit. I will make the maid outfit, and then we will power wash in the maid outfit. It will be done. I do still think I should put a maid outfit on my throne, because I think it'd be funny. Oh, hello! How the fuck do I get in there to pet the third cat? I want to pet the third cat! We did it for Flick. I can't pet the third cat, it's not close enough. Making a maid outfit would be so fun, right? Like, do you mean like digitally or like literally? I wonder if I could just sew a maid outfit. It would probably be a while. Swoosh. There we go. Sewing wise, it could be really fun. I need to get a pattern. I don't think I have a pattern that would work. But it would be a really fun project to do, actually. Okay, maybe I will go to the thrift store today and see if I can find like a dirt cheap pattern and some like cheap fabric, because they do actually have a decent amount of like cheap fabric and shit. So maybe I'll see what's at the thrift store today, depending on how we feeling after stream and how cold it is. If it's cold outside, I don't want to go outside. Because it's been a bit fucking windy. Yoop. I could also, like, buy the different pieces and then make an apron. Because if I could just get, like, a black dress and then an apron, I could do that. Because not having to make a dress would make everything a little bit easier. I want to make my own cosplay someday. It is really, really cool to do. It's a lot of work. Because I've done a bunch of sewing stuff, and while it is very fun and very cool, it's also, like, a pain in the ass. Like, high-key, a pain in the ass. Who's shit all over the carpet? Especially because I'm set to go to a couple different cons, I really do want to start making my own more often. Just do, like, a general made. Super time-consuming? A little bit! It is really fun. One night, opening night, there were 7 people, one of them immediately fell asleep, and this last student saw a dog car. They were not supposed to. Oh, it went poorly. That's unfortunate. So somebody may have had a boredom-induced ass blowout because of this movie. That is so sad. I have to get up there! Yeah, it also requires skill. I don't have skill yet. It mostly just requires a sewing machine and a dream, but I do get where you're coming from. It's a lot easier, like at least the basics anyway. The basic aspect is a lot easier than people make it out to be. Like, sure, it does require, more often than not, I think it just requires a lot of time. But it's not impossibly difficult the way that it seems like it is sometimes. I just hand sew everything. I can hand sew a lot of stuff, but when it comes to like bigger shit, I do not hand sew. Like if I was to make a dress, I would not hand sew that bitch. My hands would fall the fuck off. I was hand sewing like my boyfriend's patches in his pants, for example. Again, if you weren't here for that, I don't know what the fuck he did to his pants, but like, Jesus Christ. There's 2 crotch holes in one of them. I don't know what he did. Mal, speak of the devil and he shall appear. I was talking about how I'm not sure what the fuck you did to your pants.
My fat ass just causes seams everywhere because nothing can contain it.
Mm. Oh yeah, can you, before we like wash it and get all comfortable with it, for the one that I did, can you make sure you can like squat in it without ripping the seam open?
Oh yeah.
Or as chat requested, can you throw it back in it?
I can make it clap.
Can you make a clap in the new jeans? Make sure they work. Carpal tunnel, so sewing is mostly out of the question. Yeah, if you got carpal tunnel, I imagine that hand sewing would be kind of hard. Machine sewing wouldn't be too bad. I don't know if I don't like use a table when I'm machine sewing though, so I just sit on the floor with my machine. Like an idiot. Drop it like it's hot! Yeah, okay. It has been requested.
I'm gonna go get the stuff to make s'mores cookies.
Hell yeah.
And a pair of pants.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Which also works because I'm sitting here like I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gonna be a while. You know, I want to eat something.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna have some banana bread. Probably was gonna take a brief break, run my ads so that way pre-rolls wouldn't run. Sorry, chat. And then get some banana bread.
Apples and bananas.
Apples and bananas. Banana bread. I'm bringing my hand sewing little plushies, and the one had its tail. That's just on the front, so it looks like it's a dinner. I vaguely remember this. Not well, but I do vaguely have a memory of you sewing something on, so it looked like it had a penis. Yeah.
Scritches.
Scritches indeed.
Get scritched, fool.
Come on.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean stop. That means do the bottom of my head.
Well, you...
Can you continue down here? Thank you.
What am I, your personal scratcher?
Yes.
This is my job now?
Yes.
Do I get paid for this?
No.
Okay.
You're an unpaid intern, goddammit. Boyfriend appearance, the goofy gobble fella is here. He is. And I'm getting head scratches. I'm moving my head around the way the cat does when the cat is just like, no, pet me this way.
Do the thing that the SCSI service people do. Where I'm like, hey, can I do this for you? And then they do it and they're like, that'll be $80.
Yeah, the people that are like, here, you should have this little bracelet, and they put the bracelet on you without, like, asking, and then go, it's $20, by the way. You get paid in exposure. Yeah, you get paid in exposure.
Hmm.
I am...
What if I don't want to expose myself?
Too bad.
Damn.
In this economy, you're gonna have to, like, cope. Excuse me, I am a very important Twitch influencer. You should be happy to get paid in exposure.
See, the funny thing is that anything commissioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
The, like, person who is paying $50 for a commission, like, art thing, is gonna be like, no, I want these 5 revisions. It needs to be like this. It needs to be exactly like this. No, start over. No, that's wrong. The guy who's paying $5,000 for a commission looks at it, goes, looks good, gives you the money, never says anything else.
Yep. Yep. Which I feel bad, because I've been the kind of person who paid like $50 and then had revisions, so... Rug trim rug. Is this part of this rug? There we go, it's clean. Let's put away the boyfriend. His boyfriend is going to make s'mores cookies. Because he came to me last night at like 9 o'clock and was like, hey, idea, we should make cookies. And I'm like, darling, I am so tired. Like, I love you, and this is like a great idea, but I want to go to sleep at like 9:30, which is in like 15 minutes. I am tired. And he's like, okay, we can just do it tomorrow. I'm like, thank you. Because I'm fucking exhausted. I paid for mine in points. You paid for your exposure in points? Yeah. Come here. Uppies. I demand uppies. The scissor lift don't fit. Fuck. My face and my exposed nerve is exposing itself. Is your exposed nerve doing the exposure? I gotta stop doing that. Get out the way. Okay. Clean more of the floor. Oh man, I really should go get some more banana bread. And just grab a couple of slices of bread. Driving me barking. Here We Woof Again by Geffen Dunn, Arthur Brain, and Derek Degas. Degas Productions, all rights reserved. Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter. Like Warframe? Wow, bunny that is against OSHA regulations, hopping on stuff? Or using a scissor lift that way. I'm an independent contractor. I don't know if OSHA is applicable. If you're doing your own work, does OSHA still, like, apply to you? Because there's nobody you can, like, sue, so why would OSHA give a shit if you're an independent contractor? How much different are OSHA rules if you are an independent contractor doing your own work or basically yourself? Employed. What are the things that we learn in Bunny's Twitch streams? What are the OSHA rules when you're an independent contractor? What are your rights? Hey, did you know that you have rights? Constitution says you do. Wash. I can look it up. Barbecue time! Fuck yeah! Enjoy the barbecue. You earned it after having to sit through an entire goddamn church service. I can't deny I was pretty intense at this point. So many hours in the editing suite, but it's ridiculed. Don't they know how hard it is to make a sequel? Then it got even worse. Uh-oh. How is it worse? Borgor. Man, the desire for bread is strong with this one. Now let me clarify, the desire for bread, not the desire to be bread. Just in case anybody here's a hoe. I'm sure somebody is. The desire to consume bread. I think boyfriend just left for the grocery store. I heard the door close. Now it means that I can yell. God damn it, get cleansed. I must cleanse the walls of this godforsaken movie. Because apparently it was just really bad. Jeff! Coming soon. It's Jeff with a period. Jeff. You don't follow OSHA if you were self-contract with no workers. Oh. Good to know. Because there's nobody that you can sue. Which also means that OSHA won't protect you. Which is the significant downside of that. Name Jeff. There we go. I don't know why Here I Go Again is stuck in my head. But again, it probably... Yes, if you get hurt, well, you shit out of luck. Yeah, pretty much. Can't really file a WCB against yourself. Or for yourself. Whatever. You can't really file a claim when you're the boss of you. I got hurt at work, and whose fault is that? Yeah. There are pros and cons, I imagine, to the whole independent contractor thing. Because if you're an independent contractor, then you don't really have to listen to anybody else. You can set your own schedule, you can set everything else yourself, but you have to find your own work. It's not going to be as reliable for work. Okay. Come here. Since I'm up here, I might as well. You're also responsible for your own equipment. Yeah. You're responsible for a lot of stuff. Like, you do get a lot of freedom and you get to probably make a little bit more money. Like, once you're the same amount of established. 20 of them, all mocking my work. Whoopsies. You can see that didn't go well. Fourth night in there, we're 40, all crying with laughter. I almost feel bad, but at the same time, it's like a dog car movie. More freedom, but at a cost. Yeah, there's higher risk, but you get to probably make more money. And you don't have to work for anybody else if that's, like, something that you particularly care about. It's not something I particularly give a shit about. People are always like, I don't want to work for somebody else. I'm like, I don't give a shit. In this economy, I just want to work, bro. The thing is, like, that's not even true. I don't want to work. No part of me is like, man, you know what I want to do? I want to get a job. I want to work for a living. Like, no, bitch, I don't want to work. Hi, baby. I do not want to work. There's no part of me that's like, man, I want a job. I have a dream job. I do not dream of labor. Not want, need. Yeah, I need to work in this economy. Hi. What? 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 Hi. That was dumb. There you go. You big baby. Your father left and immediately you're like, I'm alone. Yeah. Please don't mute my microphone with your face. Kitty alert, kitty! The kitty is here. It is the only downside, I would say, to being a VTuber is that I can't really just, like, show off my cat. Which is one of the reasons that I have considered doing, like, face cam streams. Or at least cam streams in general, but at the same time, I don't want to have to, like, get dressed and look all nice. Boyfriend can only throw back so much for months. I had to do a bunch of research on, like, strippers for my last video, so now I know where all the strip clubs are, and I know which ones are hiring in my area. Because I was trying to get a hold of somebody for an interview. Yo. Cat cam redeem. I don't have another camera. I only have the cam that tracks my VTube stuff. I do not have a second webcam. The cat muted my mic with his face. He likes to affectionately rub all over the microphone. And it's a touch to mute. So he mutes the mic with his face. The place was completely full, and it gets worse. Hi. What? He also likes to eat my spacebar. He's a big, big fan of turning my mic off and then eating my spacebar. And eating anything that he can get his hands on my desk. Especially my spacebar. Hi. Oh, rumble, rumble, purrs. Yeah. Oh, purr, 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 purr. Yes, one day I will. This is one of those things that you buy when you have a job, but at some point, once I have like a more stable income, I will get a second mic, get a second camera, and then we can set up a little kitty cam. But it will be a minute because in this economy, it's ass. It sucks we lost a dog last week, but I still see him outside when I come home. What does that mean? And Moose is aggressively sniffing my spacebar. Clean the sides so everything's clean. That is my spacebar. Stop eating it. We had him for 11 years, so look that way and expect him to be there. Yeah. When we had our dog, and his ashes are sitting in like a little urn outside too. There you go. Um, so sometimes you do still get to go see him almost, is what it feels like. Like, it feels like he's still there sometimes, because you can just be like, oh look, it's here. Though I found myself looking for him a lot when I was, like, after it had just happened, which happened when I was, like, 16. He was also 16. Yeah, I found myself, like, looking for him a lot more often. Thank you. It is going to fuck me up so bad once Moose is older. But he's, like, barely a year old, so... I try not to worry about it too much, even though I very much so the type. Thank you. Like, I find myself being like, the cat's gonna die, and I'm like, the cat's a year old. Like, it's fine, he's fine. But everybody's just like, I'm sad. I find myself, like, pre-mourning something that is not going to happen anytime soon. You are not allowed on my desk. And you know that you're not allowed on my desk. Okay, I think... No, hold on. There we go. All the dogs we lost to unfortunate outcomes, I've only ever had the one. Can you get? He decided he is happy and has received all the snuggles he could possibly want. He's like, alright, I have been comforted. Now that father has left to go buy milk. And what the fuck is he doing? I just hear no fall and I'm like, oh god. Cats! There was sort of something in the works for possibly having another cat, but the person in question has not reached out, so I have a feeling that we are not getting a second cat, which is kind of fine because it didn't really feel right anyway. Like, from a weird spiritual perspective, it didn't really feel right. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It didn't really feel right. Cat is done with affection. Yep, he's done. He likes to come and sit with me. He likes to go piss off my boyfriend because boyfriend cannot sit still. But I don't have the energy to be super playful and whatnot, whereas boyfriend does have the energy. So boyfriend is the one he goes to for play. They want to extend our run by a month? Apparently, we're all over the socials. Any idea what that means? It means that people are making fun of it. But it also means you get more money. There we go. The kitty has decided he's finished. Which is usually, I find, what happens. Like, I want to be playful and, like, play around and stuff, but I find that generally I'm just really exhausted. I'm not sure if it's the anemia or if it's something else, but... So... Find a fucking doctor. I get to see my doctor for, like, at the university for 3 months, I think it is, after I've graduated, and then after that I have to, like, move on and find a new doctor, basically. Which I do not want to do, because finding a doctor is a pain in the ass. I will probably go to the subreddit for my city and be like, and just look and see what people have been saying about doctors recently, and be like, where should I go? See if I can find anybody half decent. Because finding a doctor, especially as a woman, is hard. Show. It could be a combination of things. What am I showing? Huh? Yep. Yeah. It could be the anemia, it could be the fact that sleep is goofy. And I usually wake up at like 6:30. It could just be the fact that I'm tired of being alive. Who knows? Ain't none of my business. I mean, it is, but, you know. Eh. What am I gonna do about it right now? Not much. No, that is. There we go. Like, why isn't it cleaning? I was talking about the NPC comment. Oh, yeah. Why is it? Why is it on here? Why are we all over the socials? It's because people are laughing at you. But you also get more money, so, you know. I understand that you think your movie about dog cars is an art form, but maybe just roll with it, bro. If anything, I should be dead, but maybe too stubborn to give up and do so on spite alone. My boyfriend has said that I will probably not die until I am very old, just out of spite. And I think he's got a point. I do not think that I will die very young at all. I think that I will live to be very old. Purely just because fuck you. A person with Synexity and the Ultraplex, I want to show it too. Because everybody thinks it's goofy as fuck. But like, again, money. Suddy, what's going on? It's so goofy that they just really want to watch it. You'd be surprised how much hate extends your life. No, I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people in my extended family are raging fucking haters. This is a lift. What if we sit on the lift? What if we scissored on a lift? Wash, wash, wash. Wash, 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 wash. Yeah, a lot of the people, especially the women in my family, are just like mad. And as a result, they kind of lived forever. Now, lived past tense because they did eventually die, because the human lifespan does have a general end. But man, did they live for a long time. There's nothing in my family that indicates that I'm going to die young anyway. Like, health-wise, I will probably live for a little while. So, I'm gonna be streaming when I'm, like, fucking 90 years old. Full of rage and carpal tunnel. And still screaming at various video games. Bonk. Is that cat or is that boyfriend coming back? It's probably the cat, because boyfriend has not been gone long enough to have gone to the grocery store and come back. I might tell you I can do my conditions, but I'll have to wait and see. You will die one way or another. Super fucking morbid, but also super fucking true. Eventually. Nothing is certain but death and taxes. And you will die at some point. I still want to play that game. Stupendia made a song about it, the Death and Taxes song. And I forget what it was, but I do still really want to play it because it looked like fun. You're basically just like reaping specific souls, but death is like now a corporation because of course it is. Nothing's certain but death and taxes, so I guess you better get some practice. Wash, 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 wash. Thing on my computer screen. Fuck. I've kind of accepted it, but I'm still fearful of the end. I think most people are. I'm definitely afraid, pun unintended, of dying young. Especially because I'm like 20. Not 23, but like... I don't want to die at this point when I've barely gotten started. That's what stresses me out more than anything. Like, the idea of dying of old age at, like, a normal age to die doesn't stress me out too much. Like, sure, the idea of not being alive stresses me out from the standpoint of, like, your brain can't really process not being alive. But I think the idea of dying doesn't fuck me up too bad because I just don't want to die young. Yeah, so the starting point. Yeah, pretty much. The idea of, like, dying tomorrow freaks me out. But the idea of dying in general doesn't get me too bad beyond, like, the general, I think, fear of not being alive that I think everybody has to a point and that you're not really ever gonna get rid of. Like, I know that we are mortal beings, we are going to die. It's just the idea of dying before I get to do anything that I think gets me. Okay. Pop that there. Puppies! There we go. I'm like, come on, just ding already and be done. I see. I hope that I'm just imagining how many separate ways things can go wrong and how I should at least try to avoid them from happening. I have to do it a different way because if I imagine what could go wrong, I start catastrophizing and being like, oh, well, if it could go wrong, then obviously something is going to happen and it's going to be bad. Like, that's usually how my brain runs with that, so I have to be kind of careful for that specifically. But I try to think about it realistically from the standpoint of, like, okay, we will all die. There's nothing I can do about it. And just kind of becoming okay with it as an inevitability, I think, with death is where it becomes important. Wash. There we go. Okay, now I gotta get the handful of seats that I missed. There you go. It's done. There we go. Okay. Back column light, ceiling beam, ceiling panel. And this shit. Ta-da! If it happens, it happens. Helps alleviate me one burden on my mind. I got 99 problems, but dying is at least 20 of them. I get straight to work on Drive Me Up the Wall about an all-terrain vehicle powered by the brain of a gecko. Joy! That's not weird at all. Okay. I do a slide flip. Do a flip. I gotta do that. Okay, I'm gonna take a short break. Y'all should get up, crack your joints, do what you gotta do. I'm gonna go cut myself some banana bread and be right back. So, I'm gonna run a quick ad and be right back. I'm back, nerds. And I have bread. I have banana bread. It's chocolate banana bread. With butter. It's most of the food groups. I think it's great. Yeah, woo, so don't work, but I woo. Must clean a motel now. No. What's in your car? What's in your car? Actually, I can probably buy some upgrades now. Wash your equipment. Achievement. It sucks that there seems to not be any, like, stuff. There's no cosmetics. I can be pink. The power wash points. I am pink now. There's not a black light for any reason here, buddy. Yeah. In a motel? Definitely the fuck not. Power wash simulator, but they added a black light. Power wash simulator, but it's cursed as fuck. It reminds me of like a Hotel Hell, where Gordon Ramsay would like just always bring up a fucking black light and be like, look at how fucking disgusting this place is, and it's like, these are bodily fluids. Oh, that's so cursed. Welcome to the Den of Zen. To the Den of Peace. Just in case you're like a tranquil breather yourself once you're done. What if I'm just vibing, huh? I loved Hotel Hell and Hell's Kitchen. I watched those religiously on YouTube, and I will still periodically do that. Mostly whenever I'm working on something, I'll just put like Hotel Hell on in the background and be like, yeah, this works out. Sometimes you just need some good background noise, but that you can periodically like pop into if you need to like just take a break from something. Mostly if I'm embroidering, which I'm still working on right now. I'm trying to get an embroidery project done for my boyfriend's birthday. Because his birthday is coming up in like a week. So, I need to get this done. It would be really nice because his favorite shirt, and I've been trying to basically re-embroider the entire design on his shirt. And when I tell you that it's a pain in the ass, the boyfriend is old. Yes, he turns 25. Kitty. Here, you know what? That's very tranquil, very relaxing. There should always be a cat at a hotel that it's just vibing. Hot old. If you're in, well, you'd probably be in Bly's server, but, I put it in Bly's server the other day, where it was boyfriend quote, just like, sometimes I forgot I'm a pedophile. Where he's referencing that he's, like, a year and change older than I am. Which was just really funny altogether. There we go. And cleansed. The only gripe I have with this is that it, like, feels so bright sometimes when I clean stuff, but it's hard to tell when I'm, like... As funny as everyone sees it. Sometimes I forgot I'm a pedophile. He's also always like, I got one foot in the grave, and I'm like, bitch, you're 25, calm down. I mean, I suppose it is probably about time for him to have a quarter-life crisis, so... I will support his quarter-life crisis, however he chooses to do it, as long as it doesn't involve cheating on me. He can go and do some dumb shit, buy a motorcycle. Oh, you're 1 or 2 years older than your partner? That's illegal. That's illegal. Some people do take that out of context. I do think that, like, especially when you're younger, it's weird. But I think it's more of, like, a maturity thing. I think, like, a 20-something dating an 18-year-old is weird. Mostly because of the fact that, like, the maturity difference, the leaps in maturity that you have when you're, like, 18 versus when you're 20 are insane. I am a different bitch than I was when I was 18, and I'm a different bitch than I was when I was 20. There's a line. Yeah. I think that, like, while it's not illegal, I think it's worth questioning why somebody's dating a freshly 18-year-old at 20. Like, that's the question, right? I have a hard time even, like, talking to people that are closer to that age, because there's just such a... I can't look at them as, like, maturity equals. I always have to look at them as, like, little siblings. Because they just feel so much younger than I am mentally. Not that, like, I don't respect people that are that age, it's more from the standpoint of, like, oh, you are still a fetus. Now I'm 30, a hell of a different person, my outlooks on things are vastly different. Yeah, and would you date a 20-year-old? Like, what I mean is, like, 10 years is weird, but, like, it's still just, like, a huge change. Yeah, like, the shift in life, and the shift in viewpoint, the shift in life experience is so insane. They need to be older than me. Real. I find that I don't get along with people terribly well that are younger than me. I think the only exception- look, little smiley face. I think the only exception to the I don't get along with people that are younger than me in general, like, not that I, like, fight with them or whatever, but I just feel like we don't have anything in common. I think Pickle's the exception, and I do think about killing him on the regular. But not so much because he's young, but because he's really, really good at rage baiting. And I'm very easy to rage bait, so I think about killing him often. But we get to all play Stardew together tomorrow, which is what I'm excited for. I do really enjoy playing Stardew with the guys, I just wish that we could have more time to play Stardew. I wish we could have more time in general for our, like, collabs, so that we only do the 2 hours. It's kind of, like, short sometimes, it feels kind of short. Like, I want to play more. Unfortunately, we gotta do that. That's just your motherly instinct kicking in. Ah, yes, the motherly instinct to murder the youths. You gotta reprimand the child. I do. I put him in Discord timeout very often because I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut fuck you're up. Like, I care about him the way that I'd care about a sibling. In the sense that I want to fucking kill him very frequently. And while I may be an only child, I had a stepbrother for a while, and I wanted to kill him on the regular, so I have, like, at least a basic understanding of how sibling loves works. Hi, Veld. Hello, hello. I think I have a basic understanding of how sibling love works, because I do think about killing him. Like, I think if I met him in real life, I think that I would immediately try and just be like, I'm going to kill you. I'm the older brother of 2 siblings. I was the older sister for my stepbrother for a little while there. And I distinctly remember standing at the top of the stairs when he was pissing me off, and I thought to myself, what if I just pushed him down the stairs? Like, what if, right? What if I just pushed him down the stairs right now? I did not do it, obviously, but I really considered it. Because sometimes you find yourself just being like, what if I just fucking killed you? How bad would it be, really, if I just killed you? If you don't have a murder hate for your siblings, you will never truly get along. Yeah, if you don't think about killing them. Are you really siblings if you don't regularly think about murdering them? But anybody else tries to do it that's my sibling, only I'm allowed to murder them. I got into my first and only fight for my little stepbrother. Oh, I don't really remember the specifics, but I remember there was a knife involved. In, like, fucking junior high. I don't remember why, but there was this kid that I know of who was batshit insane. And he started bothering my brother, and then he pulled a knife on him. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to kick your ass now. So, that was fun. I think that too, you may not necessarily be like best friends with your family, but at the same time, like, you can still like care about them, but maybe not be super compatible as like human beings. I think that's okay. If anything, I think that's normal. You're different people. Ah. If I'm a slime ball, am I bald? If someone did her at them, I will end somebody. Yeah. Yeah, that's sibling love for you. It's the same for, like, most of my family. It's like, we may not really... Like, we love each other, and we would do anything for each other. But man, do we fucking hate each other some days. Now, I don't think that's the healthiest dynamic. And I think that there's some stuff that we could probably work on. But I'm also aware that that's probably never gonna fucking happen. So, I don't stress about it too much. Because, like, I know that my family cares about me. And I keep, like, a respectful distance on certain topics. And we know to not bring up certain things and not talk about certain things unless you're trying to start a fight. Shit like that. Are you bald for 4 months on hair in the first place? Bold of you to assume I didn't have hair in the first place. Maybe I was a hairy slime ball, Cassie. You don't know me. Maybe I was hairy. Maybe I was the hairiest slime ball you've ever seen in your life. Man, I have a bow. Like a shark bald. Yeah! Like the way, like manatees and shit, the way that they're bald. Like, they still have hair, because they're mammals. But they're, like, slippery and shit. That's called thinning. I'm going bald! I have male and female pattern baldness in my genetic pool. I will probably be bald when I'm older, and that's okay. Never slugged any of my siblings. There's a line, I think. Pop yourself on a sunken waterbed and let the sounds of the Kalakalama River wash over you. You might be overly familiar with that sound, though. The wash. The sound of the wash. I wonder why is it that if we say bald, we only ever refer to the head, but other parts of you can be bald. If I could breathe underwater, I would definitely nap under there. Oh, same. If I could breathe underwater, y'all would never fucking see me again. I'd just be in the ocean. All the time. I love the ocean. It's unfortunate because I live in a landlocked area. But, man, I love the ocean. What I wouldn't give to live nearby a body of water. I think that my life and my mental state would genuinely be improved if I lived near a body of water. Genuinely, fully and truly, I think that if I lived near the ocean, my depression would be so much better. It's like, sad water. You'd be the apex creature, so everything avoids you. Theoretically. Sometimes stuff, like, bites you because it's curious. Which is most of the reason why sharks bite, because they don't know what you are. And they're like children, and they don't have hands, so they explore with their mouth. So they bite you to figure out what the fuck that is. And also, especially if you're like on a surfboard or whatever, you might look like a turtle. I think lemon sharks are adorable. Like the puppies of the ocean, basically. They're so cute. They're so adorable. They are so very wee. Like, for sharks. And they like to be pet. Like, they're so fucking cute. Oh. But yeah, I need to live near water. I think if I ever have enough money to decide where I'm gonna settle down, I'd want to settle down near, like, either a swimmable lake or an ocean. Yesterday I went fishing and someone had released a red-eared turt in the water. I was chasing my dead bobber and trying to eat the bait on the hook. Wouldn't that be a good thing if you catch it and eat it? I don't know anything about this fish in particular. You're gonna have to explain me. You're gonna have to explain me something. It's a turtle. Oh. Okay, no, you can't eat that. I mean, you can, probably not easier. Probably not easy. Probably not easily is the word I want. Little turtle. I wonder why somebody would release a fucking turtle in there if they're probably not supposed to be there. At least that's the vibe I got from the message, is that it's probably not supposed to be there. I almost fished up a goose once. I was fishing and the goose kept diving underneath where we were. They probably couldn't keep it. Oh, so it's the same logic as people dumping cats in fields. Joy. Or, like, dumping their bunny rabbits that they got during Easter because they're like, ah, this bunny's so much work. Seemed pretty healthy and was used to people. Did you fish her back out or what? Wash, wash, wash. And turtles are so very adorable, though. I think most creatures are kind of adorable, so maybe don't take my word on that one, because I think pretty much all creatures are cute. All creatures are cute, and all dogs are puppies. That's my standpoint. We left her, would have fished her up, we didn't know anyone who would take her in. Yeah, that's the hard part. That's the main thing that I feel sad for when it comes to, like, bunnies and stuff. Like, I wish that people wouldn't gift animals, because that's a huge part of the problem, is people being like, I'm gonna give this bunny rabbit as a gift, and it's like, it's not a gift, it's a commitment! I think rabbits can live for, like, a while, in the grand scheme of things. And they are a decent amount of work, a decent amount of effort. The same as, like, birds. The people that give out chicks for Easter, like, that pisses me off. Like, man, don't do that. We did turn the water with some chicken livers for a while, and she was hunting perch. Well, if she's able to hunt on her own, that's probably pretty solid, because a lot of the creatures that are just dumped out there don't know how to hunt. Which is why they die. People dump domesticated creatures outside and then go, hey, I suppose that they'll live just fine. It's a wild animal. No. That one's domesticated. He's not been taught how. There we go. Wash, wash, wash. They aren't wild anymore. Yeah, basically. They don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to take care of themselves. They will get eaten, or they will starve, or both. The same with, like, since I lived out in a rural area for so long, we used to find kittens get dumped out there all the time. Because people would just come in from the city, or come out from fucking somewhere, and just dump these fucking boxes of kittens just in a goddamn field somewhere, because they're fucked up. Like, how do you not feel terrible? How do you not feel like the most disgusting human being dumping kittens? of all things, especially like babies, in like the middle of nowhere and they're probably gonna get eaten by coyotes, how do you not feel like a piece of shit? Like, that's what gets me with a lot of stuff like that, is like, how do you not have any conscience or guilt or anything? You fed them live food and they had to catch it, that hunting instinct would still be there? Sure, but like, when you dump out kittens, and still, most of them still just, even if you feed them live food, they have to catch it. Like, they're still going to be made for being a pet. They're not going to have the hiding from predators experience. They're not gonna have, especially, like, again, babies. Like, babies need to be taken care of. The kittens can't survive on their own. They're just gonna die. You are just condemning them. I'm talking about reptiles, but yes, they would be dependent. Yeah, reptiles less so. But still, it bothers me. Like, if the cat was feral when you got it, it might be fine, because one of the cats that we had, he was pretty feral. And now he's a suckhole. But, like, now he's a giant fucking baby. But he might be okay, because he was being taught how to live like that by his cat's mother. So, I don't know. That stuff pisses me off, especially coming from the middle of nowhere, because it's like, oh, you know, just chuck some cats out there, like, fuck. Just spay and neuter your creatures. A lot of places will do it for cheap. Because it is genuinely a problem. Real cats can survive. I know some people who dump cats, they also send them drown them, and that's even worse. Yeah. Just give them up. Spay and neuter your creatures. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, there are some people that are just genuinely fucked up and should not be allowed near another living creature, but that's also just my take. Yeah, there are very few things that will, like, just piss me off at random the way that, like, harming innocent animals does. But, like, just, like, it's babies and animals. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? People only have pets for profit. Some people are just fucked. Yeah, let's go with some people are just fucked up. We had a dog fighting ring in my hometown area for a little while there, so we had to be really careful with my dog because he was a big boy and was a touch aggressive at times, so we had to be really careful because otherwise we were afraid that somebody might try and steal him. There we go. And, like, people that breed, like, show dogs and stuff, especially when the show dog can't fucking breathe. That's fucked up. That bothers me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, and for what? Bragging rights? Like, you cannot be making that much money. It's go from getting some to a lot, yeah. Yeah, it's getting to people not having animals for reasons that make any goddamn sense. Kitty! There we go. Just clean up that part of the pole. And then we can get this part cleaned. Yeah, they still have the genes and still have everything. The other breeders. Yeah. Like, bro, you're just weird. Our orange rooms, we have the standard service. Tingletown. That sounds sus. Gently nestles itself upon a relaxation bit of nails. That sounds like a sex club. Tingletown. That doesn't sound right at all. That distinctly sounds really fucking unpleasant, actually. You cannot spray the cat. I thought you said Tingletown at first. The Twinkletown. The place of piss. The place where you too can piss. Everybody's allowed to piss here. I don't know why I wanted to spray the cat, but I just want to know if you could. Like, I'd feel bad if I did, but I wanted to know if you could. I wanted to know what the devs thought about that. Bunny's intrusive thoughts kicked in. Spray kitty. Wash the cat. I will spray the kitty. The cat must be cleansed. The cat is made of sin. I must cleanse the sins from the cat. And the kitty might like the water. I mean, a power washer kind of hurts. Or a pressure washer, I guess is the correct term here. Come on. There we go. It's a strong kitty. Soft kitty, warm kitty. The cat will be washed. It's a Wi-Fi washer, buddy. This washes by the vibes. It's a vibe washer. You know, we're just here for the vibes. I do my job with the power of good vibes, and fuck you. I think that's it for the floors. Damn, now I have soft kitty stuck in my head. If you got that bulletproof fur. The cat will never die. 9 lives on a cat. I saw a post today that was just like, if I had 9 lives, I'd use 8 of them, blowing my shit smooth off to fucking traumatize people that piss me off. I'm like, yeah, probably same. Just blow your brains out just to piss somebody off. It's like, oh, you want to be a problem? I'm going to give you lasting trauma. The grime doesn't vibe with thee, it's no friend to me. Bro, you're bringing the vibes down. I'm gonna have to, like, wash you off. We're just bringing down the vibes of this washing tournament. There we go. I think you even said more than 9. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Hold on, what? Some can experience hell and walk away with a few scratches. True! I know a guy that fell down when he was hiking, and he fell, like, down a mountain, I think the distance of the Eiffel Tower, broke his femur, and he was hiking within, like, a couple months. Like, I think if I fell down that distance, I don't know if I'd ever hike again, just out of fear. Because I feel like breaking your femur has got to fucking hurt. Wash, 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 wash. These are cute little umbrellas. I like the color. There we go. The human body is both sturdy and frail. Yeah, it can take a lot, but it also can take, like, fucking nothing. You can bend over to pick up a sock and blow your fucking back out, but you can also fall down a fucking avalanche and be fine. I pulled a box TV on my head as a kid, and I had no lasting damage. But I have also, like, slept wrong, and then my body just hurts. So I don't know what the fuck gives, actually. Wash, 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 wash. Table. The inner mechanisms of my mind are an enigma. If I went back with trash truck and I tore up my elbow and my knee. Yeah. I know somebody who got, like, their head thwacked by something once when they were young, and now they have, like, actual brain damage. Like, they just got their head thwacked by something, and then they have brain damage and a bunch of other comorbidities now. That probably would never have happened if they hadn't gotten smacked in the head by the thing. I'm being purposely vague because it's a very specific story, and they would know that I'm talking about them. A broken bone just ripping into the skin pretty bad. My hip did a sitting in my head. I have a dent in my skull from when I was a kid. My boyfriend also has a dent in his skull because he was a conehead. My boyfriend was a conehead, baby. There's a fella with the silly shoes. He's a conehead. He's got silly shoes to match his conehead. Wash. Wash. I don't know if I'm gonna get this one today because I do feel kind of sleepy already. There we go. I'm like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. Don't mind me. I'ma just pack my stuff and leave. Yeah, I was talking about a robot. Should the boyfriend maybe Conheads just points, so that was you at one point. Look, that was you! No, he was just a rope. He was just a cone. I think he had to wear a helmet as a baby. I had to wear an eye patch as a baby. Because I had, well, I still have, like, a lazy eye. And so, I had to wear a corrective patch over my good eye to make my bad eye behave. So I was a pirate all the time as a kid. I have no recollection of this, I've just seen pictures of me being a pirate. Which I think is adorable, frankly. And some low resistances since we used to play in poison and nothing happened. Oh, you know. It be like that sometimes. It be like that. Okay. I can feel the relaxation from this game actually taking me the fuck out. His first word was R. My first word was hat. And I used to run around to people and point at their hats and be like, hat! That was it. So as a kid, you were literally indestructible. Kids are a lot more durable than people think they are. Okay. Zoop. Okay, so for this last little bit, let's scoot our ass over. Zoop. Actually, no, I'm gonna have to be over here, so I'm gonna have to move the OBS source. For the last little bit here, I'm going to make our maid outfit. I will be washing with power in the maid outfit, but I can feel the sleepy starting to kick in because this game is so relaxing. Which is great, but like, bro, I'm so tired. So I'm going to make the maid outfit with everyone. Because sometimes it's just fun to make the maid outfit. Let's use this one. Zoop. Okay. So let's scoot all the way down to the fit first. Or should I do the hair? Time to play dress up. Dress up is fun. I like to play dress up. Dress up is great. Here we go. So, let us start with this. We need, like, professional bangs. I think that something like this would be cute. Something that looks respectable, you know? Something that feels a bit more professional. The only problem is that these little side hairs here are kind of annoying, but alas. Let's get rid of those. Bowl cut it up. Yeah. Actually, I should do twin tails. We have a maid outfit. Okay, hold on. I need to make sure those aren't moved. So it's frame width. There we go. That looks a little more functional. Okay. So I think that's cute. We should blink. Hair highlight. Hair clip. Here we go. Let's go for something more professional, you know? Something that feels more made. There we go. That's cute. This looks functional. So scoot all the way down there. Okay, so Joker comes off, this comes off. Joker. So I tend to like, for the maid outfit, I like doing the cover, but I think that if I'm gonna do like the proper maid outfit, I'll have to look up a picture. Where is my cell phone? Here it is. Okay. Just gonna Google maid outfit. That's a weird AI picture. Okay, I found one that I actually do kind of like, and it does involve this. Zoop. So that comes off. So straps. But it does involve little shoulder thingies. And some sleeves. Okay, I need the hoodie to be out of the way. Oh, the apron is. Yeah, they're usually got some frills on them, which is definitely the plan. I just gotta get rid of some of this shit first. There you go. Okay. Because there were little cap sleeves. Like this. Not the AI made bunny. Ugh. God, I would never. I don't know what the extra cloth for sleeve does. Okay. So then we have shoulder. So I'm gonna try and like fill that awkward gap there. And then we can add little frills here. Or do I want this? No, because I want to have the bow in the front. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then it is... I think it's choker mid add-on. And it's mid choker bow. Here we go. And your big stupid bow. Whoop. You can have an under choker. Look at that! Look at how fucking cute. Is Bunny actually AI? Legasp. Never. Never. Never ever. Never ever ever. There we go. Yeah, that's cute. I like having a little pendant in the middle too. Ta-da. And should I put just like the single, like, simple choker on? Yeah, that looks more put together. So we'll do that. Okay. How are you typing these prompts and Def not manually editing your model? You can hear me typing. Okay, let me try and not get in trouble on Twitch. There we go. So I don't want that one. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so that works. See, like, this is also cute, but I hate the weird gappage that it kind of has happening. This is also kind of cute. Top D. Okay, just that extra stuff. I don't know which one's better. A self-promoting AI. Impressive. The AI is able to self-promote. Holy shit. I know what's better. This one is kind of cute. But I think it's too busy. Yeah, that one doesn't sit quite right. Because this could also work. Yeah. Nah, still not enough covered up. Oh god. Ah! Nothing is, like, visible, so it's fine. Mr. John Twitch, I promise. I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay. I think I like this one. I think I will go with this one. This one works. Whoop! Here to ask you about your car's extended viewer for the best warranty. I am here to ask you about your car's extended warranty. Okay, so sleeve. Sleeve length. Okay, so... yeah, it's too much frill. This works best. What does the variation do? Oh, it adds more frills! Hell yeah. Apron. And then a bow in the back. So I will put that on afterwards, but I gotta fix the bottom. There are the exceptions. We'll def not put the boyfriend in a gimp suit. Ooh, a corseted maid outfit. We got options. We're going to have the foofy skirt. I like the length. So I think we're gonna stick with that. Okay, maybe I do need the apron actually, so that way I can see what it's gonna look like with the apron on it. So much floof. You do that. Okay, so we have a couple different options. We have the little apron. That's short as hell, Jesus. Fuck is that? I didn't know we had all that going on. Okay. And this doesn't work. But we do also have, whoa. We do also have this long version one, but I don't really like it. Jumping, spinning, spirit, there's a lot of options. There are! And then we're gonna go with this one. Yeah. That doesn't do anything. There we go. Okay. So now you get to choose the car set in question. Which I think this one makes the most sense, but what the fuck's happening here? Why is it stupid? We may have to run this one. Don't worry, John Twitch, it was just skin-colored corset. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. That's the one that I was using just now, but I try to use something different. Oh, let's attach like to the side there. Okay. So that one's mostly just buckles and stuff. This one is the most frills. If you do not look, you cannot see. Exactly. If you just mind your own fucking business, it's fine. Okay, I like the buttons. And the frills are cute. Frills! And I don't know why it's cutting out weirdly near there, but just don't look at it. Feet. Okay, I need to get rid of the leg warmers so I can actually fucking see. I gotta head out anyway. Have fun with the maid outfit. Stay safe with whatever you do. What if I don't? What if I don't, though? The maid outfit looks very cute so far. There we go. Try to make it so you guys can see the whole shebang. But enjoy your day, Cake. Thank you for popping by. It was good to see you. I think these heels make the most sense. Oh, and I forgot that we can have little frills and shit. Here we go. I love my maid outfit in Animal Crossing. Some of them are really good. Garter, garter, garter. Fishnet be gone. Fishnet be gone. I am going to have thigh highs on, as is tradition. Stocking length. So we're gonna make it 9. It'll be the same length. Yay. Blame Bunny for not being safe. I just be doing shit. Okay, I'm kind of jamming with the little ears. They are kind of cute. Oh, you can have them shiny? Shoop. You can make them be full of holes if you want. Okay. Forgot that you can do that. Eye mask, earrings. Yeah, let's get rid of the little accessory back there because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Accessories, glasses. There we go. Holier than thou. Hole! Hole, you say? Okay, let's look at... Okay, that's cute. You're gonna go for that one. It's looking like a maid outfit to me. Now I need my phone again so I can look at the picture. Because what the fuck are the colors supposed to be? Mostly white. Zoop. Okay. So then... So choker... Turn the brightness down. Probably closer to like 6. And then it's under choker. We'll make that white to like contrast with it. And then we want the cover to be the same. Shoulder color bright. Same vibes. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't really like the top that much. So then we're gonna work with this one. Get rid of the belt. Add little frills. Does the belt look better now? Yeah, I think as long as the belt is a darker color, it'll be okay. Okay, so they made the top on this one. This one was white. And it was top color shadow. Zoop. Extra cloth doesn't really do it. Be sure the belt's in your boobies. Click it or ticket, you know? What does that mean? Okay, so we want choker bow. The accessories are where we're gonna have our little pink tone. There we go. Look at how cute that is! And then the sleeves. Okay, so sleeve A brightness. Sleeve B brightness. Because that's this. So this is the part that I want to be dark. That's in your boobies. And the apron should stay white. They put that on signs, say put your on your seatbelt or get a traffic ticket. Ah, I have never seen that in my life. Okay, so that should be black. And that should be white. Yay! It's starting to look like a maid outfit. It's coming together. The waist doesn't really have any fun colors going on. But these stockings... Band bright should be 6. Let's that color should also be 6. We don't have multiple colors there, so bright. And then the actual stock. No, I want the band. There we go. And I think the shoes should be pink. My dark glasses to put that in there. And where'd the shoes go? Stock, garter, shoe. Actually, we'll do the shoe color. Whoop. Ta-da. Look at how fucking cute those are. It's kind of hard to see against the background, but it's cute. Okay. So that's a vibe. I think that's about it. Kind of mismatched. I do think that the mismatch is cute, but I'm also sitting here like, you know, for this, look at the fucking rigging on my legs. Look at that. That is some impressive shit. Maybe the stripies would be kind of cute, actually. Hold on. Just that. Just that is kind of cute. I can get behind just this. And then, hold on. Respectfully. You can be disrespectful in this one moment, to be honest. It's kind of banger. And then we can have the garter. And garter. Whoop. I'm just saying. I think she kind of cute. I just think she kind of cute, though. Like, never too many frills. Never. We have an adorable little garter and little matching socks and little kitty socks. And the maid outfit looks fucking precious. My hair keeps cutting out on this side here. Whoopsies. There we go. But I think that was a great way to spend the last little bit of stream. Just be like, let's make a little maid outfit. I should actually put a maid outfit on my throne. I think I'm gonna do that just in case, because you never know, to be honest. And I would 110% put on a fucking maid outfit. I have no shame. So, okay. So I will see you guys tomorrow with Walkie and everybody. And I'm gonna put out my schedule probably in like 10 minutes so I don't forget. Plan the little power wash simulator probably really early in the week, but we will figure it out from there. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. I will see you guys Monday. Let's be on our best behavior, find somebody to go and harass as always. Bye bye bye.